Yeah.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is high knees. So you're gonna pull your knees up to your hands just like that, okay? And I'm gonna time you for 30 seconds. So when you're ready, go ahead and start. Awesome. Yep, keep going, keep going. Those knees all the way up to your belly so we're getting warm. Good job.
30 seconds is a long time. Keep going.
It's good. All right, next we're gonna do butt kicks. So you can put your hands on your hips and you're gonna kick your booty. Just like that. Yep. So the feet are gonna come all the way up behind you. Good job. Keep going, keep going. Good job. You're almost there. Good. And the next thing we're going to do is skip in place. So when you skip, you're going to bring your arm up. Next, you're going to swing those arms. Pump those arms when you skip.
There you go.
Good. Nice big skips.
Point your toes.
Yep, we want to point those feet and we want to push all the way through our ankle on our bottom foot. So we're skipping nice and tall. Good, and the next thing we're gonna do is our frog jumps. So you're gonna reach up nice and tall, squat all the way down, touch the floor, and jump back up. I want those arms to go all the way to our ears when we jump. Yep, and we're gonna try to keep our knees together.
Your knees together. Squat down. You don't have to go
Get
fast.
your booty down.
Up.
And jump all the way to the ceiling.
Arms up. Get arms up.
It's warming you up, then it means it's working. We're almost there. 5 more seconds, and then we'll switch to the next thing. Well, next warm-up thing. All right, the next thing we're going to do is split jump. So when I'm done frog jumping, you're going to put your hands on your hips, and you're just going to big split jump and land it. And you're going to do 5 of them. So we're not going to do a time. I just want you to try 5 split jumps.
I can.
You can take your time in between them. They don't have to be super fast. I just want to see really big split jumps.
How?
You want to kick towards me and 1 foot behind you, so it's going to be like a split.
Hands on your, yeah, hands on your hips. That was good.
There you go. Your feet. You can just do your favorite leg. You don't have to do both.
Okay.
Pick your favorite. There you go. Good. Was that 5?
Something like that.
That'll work.
Maybe
the
10.
next thing we're going to do is a tiptoe hold. So you're going to go all the way up on your tippy toes and put your hands on your hips, and you're going to try to push your shoulder blades together all the way up on your tiptoes. And we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Yep, squeeze your booties.
Good job. Good, good, good.
Yep, I want you to push all the way up as high as you can on those tiptoes.
Good job.
Good, and then stay on those tiptoes, and then you're gonna press your arms back. And in a second, my video should switch for you. So instead of your shoulder, you're still gonna push those shoulder blades together. So if you can see, my arms are a little bit behind my body, and my shoulder blades are gonna squeeze together. Still all the way up on our tippy toes. Whew. Awesome job. And then our last thing for warm up is we're gonna do a stop sign hold. So you're gonna get your booty down under you and your arms out front, like fantastic.
Feet together.
Yep, get your feet together and your butt down, and you stop, like you're trying to stop your skills.
Breathe. Get out of the video.
For future reference, I might want to have a water bottle.
Did I wear you out already?
I haven't done a whole lot lately.
Alrighty. Next, we are going to stretch. So hopefully, I can get this video to play for you.
Baby, you're gonna have to go. No, you're gonna have to
All right.
go.
Did my new video pop up for you?
Say it.
Yes.
Am I doing arm circles backwards?
Yes.
So you're gonna stretch right along with me. This video is just gonna play, okay? So arm circles backwards, big arm circles, and I switch to forwards.
Okay.
Reach up nice and tall and go down to one side. And I want you to keep those knees nice and straight, and I want you to try to put your nose on your knee. So you should be looking for that knee. Reach up nice and tall and go down to the other side. The nose on that knee, straight legs. Awesome. Reach up nice and tall. And we're going to reach to the middle. Still trying to keep those legs straight. Yep. Good job. Reach up. We're going to put our feet together. And we're going to try to touch our toes. Just reach as far as you can with keeping those legs straight. So if you can't get all the way to the floor, that's all right. I want those legs to stay straight, and you can just reach as far as you can get. All right, we're going to sit in our straddle on the floor. We're going to reach up nice and tall. Legs out, and I want our kneecaps to face the ceiling. And then you're going to reach for one foot and try to put your nose on your knee. Reach up nice and tall and reach for the other foot. Try to smell that knee.
Put your knees down, legs straight.
Reach up nice and tall, and you're going to reach to the middle. Try to put that belly on the floor if you can, or just reach as far as you can. We still want to make sure our knees are facing the ceiling right here. We don't want them to roll in, okay? Reach up nice and tall, and we're going to put our feet together in front of us. This is called a pike stretch, and you're going to reach for those toes. Now I want you to try to smell your knee. Keep those legs straight, so reach as far as you can with straight legs. And then we're going to flex our feet right here. So reach up nice and tall again, and I want our toes to face the ceiling, so we're not going to point them anymore. And I want you to reach for those toes, and if you can reach them with your legs straight, I want you to try to pull your heels off the floor. But keep those legs nice and straight. Now we're going to butterfly. Good. And arms up on your ears, and I want you to smell those toes in your butterfly. Good job. Next, we're going to get up on our hands and knees, and we're going to stretch our wrists. So you're going to put your fingers forward on the floor, and you're going to rock back and forth. Feel it stretching in your wrists.
Okay, you're gonna put your hands forward a little bit more. Put your legs back. There you go.
Now you're going to put your fingers out to the side, and you're going to rock in a circle. Good job. And then you're going to switch your fingers back towards your knees, so your hands are going to be backwards, and rock back and forth. Good, and then you're going to flip your hands all the way upside down, so you're on the tops of your hands. And you're going to wiggle those fingers and make a fist. Wiggle those fingers and make a fist, and then we're going to cat stretch. And I only turn sideways so you can see my booty goes up in the air and not on my feet. Yep, and you're going to try to push your armpits into the floor.
There you go.
So you should be feeling it in your shoulders. And then seal stretch. Push forward, and I want you to look at your ceiling. Yep, and I want you to try to make sure those legs are together behind you. And cat stretch. Push those armpits into the floor.
Hey, Marshall, are you going to turn off the stove?
Good job. And then we're going to heel stretch one more time. And if you're feeling brave, you can try to touch those toes to your head. I don't do it in my video because I'm too old. So you can do it. And we're gonna sit back on our bottoms with our feet in front of us and pike. We're gonna cross one leg over, and we're gonna take our opposite arm and cross it across our legs. Yep, and we're gonna stretch our back. So you're gonna push that arm against your leg and kind of twist your back a little bit. Good, and now we're gonna switch and take your other leg and cross it over, and your other arm. Awesome. Good. And then we're going to lay down on our backs and we're going to do a couple bridges here. And I'm going to time them. We're going to do them for 10 seconds. So lay down on your back and push up into your bridge and hold it. Good. I want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor. I can't really see your toes, so make sure they're all the way flat for me. Good. And come down and rock 3 times. You're tuck in a ball and rock. My videos show it in just 1 minute. You can come down. I hit pause, that's why I didn't play. I want you to rock in the ball. Do you see how I'm rocking back and forth? Yep, we want to rock that back out. And then we're going to push up again. And this time we're going to lift one arm. So I lift my arm and I put it on my leg. You can put it wherever you can keep your balance. Good, and come down and rock.
What happens?
3 times.
You can't get online right now. We need the internet clear.
And we're gonna do one last bridge, and this time we're gonna lift our leg. And I want you to try to lift your leg nice and straight with a pointed toe and hold it.
Good.
Good, and come down and rock 3 times. And I will pull up my next video for you. Okay, so we're gonna start with a straddle up headstand. So if you see in my video, you're gonna be down on your head and your hands can be on the floor next to you. And if you watch, her feet are gonna come up beside her all the way to her handstand and come back down in front of her. Do you need to see it one more time? And if you can't keep your balance, you can do it against a wall or against your couch. You can put your back against it and you're still gonna go on your head. If you watch, I'll play it one more time for you. And your feet are gonna come out to the side and up. And if you can't make it all the way up there, that's okay. Just try to get your feet as high up there as you can. I want you to try 5 of them. Yep, that's right. You can take a break in between them if you need. Get your breath. Get a fresh start. Yep, so we kind of want to be on the very top of our head so we can keep our balance right there. And then you're going to try to get your booty up over your head a little bit. There you go. That was a good one.
Baby, you're going to get hit.
You get kicked in the head there. It's not going to feel good.
Yeah. You got it.
There you go. That was a good one, too. Good job.
One more. Good job.
Awesome. So next we're going to do, this one's going to show one more time, and then it'll switch over. We're going to do handstands. So you're going to start in a lunge with your favorite foot in front, and you're going to kick as high as you can, and then at the top of your handstand, I want you to cover your ears. So if you look, my ears are covered right here. I'm staring at the wall behind me. So I want you to look for what's behind you. And you're going to step back down in your lunge. We're going to do 5 of them. Kick up, cover your ears. And even when I stand up, those arms stay on my ears the whole time, okay? So I want you to try to keep those arms on your ears.
And hands need to be closer together. That's how. Okay, go on a lunge.
Yep, so I want you to start tall between each one. So stand all the way up tall in that nice tall lunge before you start every handstand.
There you go. Oh, you got there.
Good, now squeeze your butt. And it's okay if you can't make it all the way up. Just kick as high as you can and try to make those toes touch and then split to step back down. There you go. Good, try not to switch those feet. I want you to step down with the same foot that you kicked up with. You should be landing in the same lunge.
You're fine.
Yeah, squeeze your belly and your booty at the same time at the top.
Try to meet your feet and then bring it down. Nope, you're switching. So
Oh.
that's what she means by switching.
Oh.
You
Yep,
start
I
with-
want you to step down with the same foot.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
I did it.
Just
Good. Was that 5?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna make it a little tricky on you now. Now we're gonna try our other leg. So same handstand, just with your opposite leg. And these ones can be a baby handstand. They don't have to be super tall. And if it's too tricky, do you know what a lever is? It's like a handstand, but you don't kick. You leave your bottom foot on the floor and you only kick your top foot. You can try those too. I don't have one in my video, but it would be like, see if I can pause it where my lever would be. Right here. I would leave this bottom foot on the floor and I just kick that top foot. So like that would be a lever. This foot stays on the floor and you kick that foot as tall as you can. Yes, just like that. And you're gonna stand up in that lunge. Let's do 5 of those with your opposite leg. Keep those arms on your ears.
3,
Good.
4. Arms nice and straight.
They're tricky. Is that 5?
Yeah.
Okay, the next thing we're gonna do, if you have space, is a cartwheel. If you have something, make sure you're not gonna kick anything. So cartwheels start in your good lunge. Those arms go all the way up on your ears. You're gonna kick and you're gonna land in your opposite lunge.
No.
Oh.
Good job. So don't face me when you finish. I want you to face the wall behind you.
You did it, except for you turned.
Yep, so don't spin at the end.
So
You're gonna land in that opposite and you're gonna face the opposite wall. There you go, good job. Good, land in that lunge.
okay.
Yep, when you land, I want those stop sign arms. I want those arms to go out in front of you. Good, I wanna see that nice tall lunge before you start. And I wanna see us wind up into it like a wheel. We're gonna start in that arms on our ears in our good lunge. Much better, good job. Was that 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Our next one, we're gonna do a cartwheel. Let's see if I do it in this one. It'll be my next cartwheel, I think. And we're gonna swing our foot in. So you're gonna step that second foot into your first foot. I'm gonna do one more in this video and then I'm gonna show you it kind of slow. If you watch closely, watch my feet. My feet step together. So my back foot steps all the way to my first foot. So my first foot glues to the floor when it lands. And then your second foot that comes over is gonna step in right next to it. Let's try some of those.
No, yeah. Land with your feet together.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a round off, it's still a cartwheel.
It's like a slow motion round off.
I do not go so straight in my own.
Start nice and tall in that lunge.
We gave my hands, brim with joy, and I will rejoice in my God. Yea, I know that I
Can you go slow in your cartwheel? You don't have to go fast. Can you go
therefore I will
slower?
not boast of myself, but I will boast of God, for in His strength I can do all things. Yea,
It's the right idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's try one more.
We will praise His name.
There you go. We just got to make sure that our feet are stepping down instead of snapping down. All right. My next thing we're going to do is a back bend. And if you can't quite do a back bend, you can back bend to the couch, or you can do it from your knees and it'll be an arch back. So it's like the same thing, but you're gonna go on your knees instead of your feet. And you're still gonna reach nice and tall and try to go back as far as you can and stand back up. That's it. I want you to stretch nice and tall though. We don't want to go backwards with those hands in front of us. There you go.
Reach.
Good. Do you see how your arms are staying towards the ceiling? We want our arms to stay on our ears so that they can touch the floor. We don't want our head to lead the way. We want our hands. Right? There you go. That's it.
Do you want to try?
Let's try one more and then we'll switch.
One more.
Good job. Okay, let's try not to circle those arms though. We want to keep them nice and tight to our ears.
You don't have to. You all right?
Yeah, I just think I had a headache when I do that.
And the last thing I want us to do is a backward roll. So we're going to start up on our feet and you're going to have pizza hands. And then you're going to squat down. And when you squat, I want you to make sure that you're still on your feet. We're not sitting on our booty because we got to be able to push off our feet to roll. And you're going to push and squish those hands into the floor, and then you're going to land back in your squat. Oops, my video started all the way over.
So pizza hands.
Yep, so you're gonna pizza hands, squat. Look for your belly the whole time.
And my hands.
Push.
And then you land on your toes in a squat.
Yep, and you're going to land in your squat, kind of like how we started.
Look at my seashells.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep, let's do a couple more.
Okay, over here, baby. No, she doesn't need to see you. She needs to see Aubrey.
Push, push, push. Good job. Are you landing on those toes?
No.
Are we on our knees? It's common to land on our knees. You just got to get those feet over your head. Push.
Closer.
Good job. Let's do one or two more. Awesome. We can do one more good one. Make it your best one. In on those toes. Good job. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is some conditioning. So we are going to warm up our muscles. Or they're already warmed up. We're going to make them stronger. So the first thing we're going to do is push-ups. So when you do your push-ups, I want you to try to get your nose all the way to the floor. And I want you to do 10 of them. So up and back down to the floor, okay? 10 good push-ups. And I want us to make sure our booty's not sticking up in the air.
3, 4, 5, 10. You got this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. And the next thing we're going to do is squats. So when you do your squats, your arms are going to go out in front of you like a stop sign, and you're going to squat down and back up, and squat down and back up. And I want you to try 15 of those.
Feet are shoulder width.
You can put your feet shoulder width apart, so they don't have to touch. They can be a little bit apart. Yep, there you go. And I want your toes to face me.
Yeah. No, and then your knees. If you look at your knees can't go past your toes. So look
Yep,
down.
so you're going to sit back a little bit, like you're sitting into a chair.
It's okay. Go. Perfect. No, don't worry so much about it. Just do it in a fluid motion. Yeah.
Good job.
Think about it as you're trying to stick your booty out.
You can even try to put your hands on your hips and see if that might help your balance a little more.
Oh, she's got it.
There you go. Good job.
It's like squats.
It is squats.
Yep.
Just not squats, you do.
Good job.
The squats and gym classes are really low work.
Are you counting?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was close to 15, right?
I don't know.
I think.
Do two more.
Alright.
Go.
The next thing we're gonna do is calf raisers. So you're gonna put your feet together and your hands are gonna go on your hips and you're gonna lift all the way up on your tippy toes and back down. Up on your tippy toes and back down. They're gonna be slow and controlled. I don't wanna see you bouncing. We wanna really control, and you're gonna do 30 of them. You're gonna go all the way up on your toes and set them back down.
4,
Did Marshall's stuff ever finish?
Yes.
He never came off the oven.
7,
I'm not sure.
8,
Did you guys eat?
9,
Yes.
10,
Did mom have some?
11,
I
12,
didn't have
Is it
any.
gluten-free?
Are your legs burning yet?
14, 15, halfway.
Yes,
You can do it.
17,
maybe.
18, okay. 19, 20,
10 more, you got it.
9, 8, 7,
Good job.
Stop.
Super strong legs.
3, 1. Good job.
Awesome. The next thing we're gonna do is a hollow body. So you're gonna sit on your bottom and you're gonna pick your shoulder blades up off the floor and you're gonna pick your toes up off the floor and you're gonna try to balance on your booty. And we're gonna do it for 20 seconds. Are you ready? I started my timer. Yep, so we wanna make sure that we're nice and hollow.
Good job.
Nice
Breathe,
and
you have
hollow,
to
isn't
breathe.
it?
Breathe,
Yep,
breathe.
you're halfway, you're almost there. You can do it. You should feel it in your belly. This one's working your belly muscles.
Yep.
Keep breathing.
All right, good job. Come out and breathe.
Breathe.
And the next one you're gonna do is you're gonna roll over to your, you're gonna roll over to your belly in a minute. You're gonna lay nice and flat, and then I wanna see you take your toes and your shoulders up. So same thing, but opposite. We're gonna look like Superman. And we're gonna hold this one for 20 seconds as well. Ready? I'm starting my timer.
Job.
Yep, so I want you to cover your ears. You see how my ears are covered? You should cover those ears and try really hard to keep your feet together.
Feet together.
This one you should feel it in your back. You should feel your back muscles working.
Good job. Good job.
Nice job. Come out and breathe. And the last thing we're gonna do before we stretch for our splits today is we're gonna do a wall sit. Do you have a wall nearby that you can use?
Yeah.
And when we do our wall sit, I want you to sit all the way down so your legs are gonna be flat. So you could set a cup on you.
Put your feet together. There you go.
Are you ready?
She's doing it.
Awesome. This one you're gonna feel in your legs as well.
Right here.
Yep, that means it's working. You're halfway.
Breathe.
Almost done. Good job. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna do splits. So if you wanna go back to where you were just at on your floor, I want you to put your favorite foot in front, and I want you to push forward on your knee so you're stretching that leg out. Yep, and I want you to try not to let your knee go too far over your toes. We wanna keep this leg kind of straight.
So put your foot forward.
Oh.
There you go. Push. Make sure it's really stretching. Good. And then we're going to push our booties back. And you're going to try to smell your knee.
So straighten your leg.
Yep. Try to get that leg straight. And you can even put your booty down on your heel too, and kind of sit on your heel and smell your knee. That'll help you stretch too. Good. And now we're gonna put our other leg in front and we're gonna stretch forward like we did the first stretch we did. Yep, so push forward on that leg. I'll switch in just a second.
This one back. Focus on getting this one back, not that one forward so much. There you go. There.
Yep,
That's
stretch forward. You should feel it stretching kind of under your leg a little bit. Good, and then you can push back like we did the other one.
Yep, and then try to lean back from there.
Smell your knee.
Is that easier?
Yeah.
And you can even, yep, put your booty down on your heel. Yep, I do it right here. And you can stretch that way too. We just want to make sure that it's really stretching. However, it's stretching your legs out good. And the next stretch, we're going to stretch for those middle splits. So you're going to kind of squat down like a frog. And you're going to have one leg bent and the other one out to the side. And you should feel it stretch on the inside of your legs. Do you feel it stretching?
Can you feel it?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Olivia.
And then you're going to switch over and stretch your other leg out.
Now, I recently rejoiced here to share another word that had surgery recently.
Phoebe, get out of the way.
Since the world began, our joy is carried away.
Awesome. Now we're going to actually do our splits. So you can pick which, we're going to do our forward splits first. So you can pick whichever leg you want to do first, and you're going to slide down. It's okay if you can't make it all the way down. I can't either. But we want to try to make that front leg straight, and we want one hand on each side.
This is boasting.
Yep, try to get that front leg straight. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds.
And my life, my joy and my salvation, and my redeeming.
Good job.
From
I can't see that back leg very well, but let's try to make sure that it's nice and straight. We don't want it to bend over to the side.
Got it. It was straight.
Good job.
You are a branch of the
You're almost done. You got 5 more seconds.
has been lost from
3, 2, 1. Awesome. Come out. And we're going to put our other leg in front.
the mindful of us.
Switch legs.
Now, my brethren, when you see that God
Turn
is
around.
Slide down.
There you go.
Same thing. It's okay if it's not
they may
all the way down. I want one hand on each side. Try to get that front leg nice and straight.
Can you come up further?
overall
Can you slide back?
like way
No?
I-
No. Can you slide down? Where you?
Yea, and I will
Yep, you should be trying to push those hips into the floor.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good job.
Good job. I know it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Splits are a good thing to work on every day, right?
Yeah.
If you do them just a little bit every day, they'll get easier. Awesome. Come on out. And the last thing, we're going to do our middle splits. So go ahead and stand up all the way up on your feet. You're going to spread your feet apart, and I want you to slide them down as far as you can. And wherever that is, you can put your elbows on the floor. So you're going to hold it just like that. Can you get those elbows down? And I want you to make sure that you're on the sides of your feet and not standing on your feet. We want to be able to slide.
Keep going.
Even
You
I can
were.
do this.
Slide down. Let yourself slide. It's going to feel uncomfortable. But it's only 30 seconds. You can do it.
Whoa.
Almost done.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Almost done. You can do it. You can do it.
14, 15, 16, 17.
All right. Come on out.
That was only 20.
That's all I had today. What did you think?
Good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, some of the stretches I liked.
Yeah,
Others,
and you can do those stretches every day, right? Do you remember them?
I don't remember all of them, but I remember most of them.
That's good. It's good to stretch. You can stretch without me, right? Stretching's easy. All right. Well, I will see you next time. Good job today.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.